Hey guys, it's Core Ross, and today we're unboxing and checking out the GameSir T7 Pro Sugar Whirl controller. And as I do part of my gaming on Xbox, I'm really happy to see that this one actually supports Xbox. However, be noted, for Xbox support, this is for Xbox Series X and S or Xbox One, it needs to be a wired connection, whereas for Windows you can do any connection, and then you've also got Android as well. And then it comes in GameSir's great packaging, it arrived very safely. And as you can see, we've got our controller, we've got our dock, we've got our dongle, and then we have a really nice long braided USB Type-C cable as well. Not in pink, surprisingly, it is in white, so very nice. And then we also have our documentation, which includes a free month of Ultimate. I think you have to not have ever had Ultimate before to redeem it though. You've also got your stickers and your manuals here as well. Then moving on from next, we've got our USB Type-C cable, really good quality. This has a braided cable, looks extremely nice. We've then got our dock. This has a hatch in the bottom, and this is where you can put in the USB Type-C dongle. And the dock here is relatively subtle in color with a nice pastel purple hue. And while I'm installing the dongle, let's talk about some of the features of the controller. So you've got your TMR sticks, so basically no stick drift is going to happen on this controller. You've got your Hall effect triggers. And then what I like is it has RGB reactive buttons, which is not going to be for everybody, but we'll be taking a look at them later. And with it being wireless, it has a 1050 milliamp battery. And here is the controller itself with its pastel color scheme. And be noted, the actual shapes there are not just colors, but they're actual thicknesses of the plastic casing, then work in conjunction with the RGBs later to make this controller look surprisingly unique. I'm also going to say, and this is after a week of using this, it's actually quite reserved in its colors. Like the market material makes it look a lot more vivid, but actually it's kind of just something you would give to your niece or something like that. It really is not bad. It's really quite nice. Now let's go ahead and actually listen to what this controller sounds like. So as you might have been able to hear, this controller does not have the mouse click style buttons that I've seen a few people in the comments complain about on other controllers. So if you're into a quieter controller, this one's very good. I had to boost the audio quite a bit to actually be able to hear the buttons in the video playback there. Now we're going to take a look at the RGB lighting. Of course, this is customizable in the software. And in normal lighting, it's quite subtle. So I'm going to show you what it's like in normal lighting and then in dull lighting, because I think GameSir is doing something interesting here with the actual shape of the case to kind of change how the light comes out of it, which makes it look a lot more interesting, but also very in your face when you're gaming at night. But of course, like I say, you can customize the intensity of the LEDs. And then we've also got the reactive buttons as well for the lighting too, which is unique. I've not seen this yet on another controller. So here it is in lower lighting conditions, and this is where we'll start showing off the reactive buttons. So very much like a keyboard, when you press the buttons, they will light up. And you can also see the thumbsticks light up in a circle. So it's really quite cool. I don't know if you want a controller that is this reactive, like a keyboard is, but if you want it, this is certainly the case that you can go ahead and get it. And you cannot tell in the video so easily, but in person, the pink is far more transparent. So I imagine it's thinner material, and the green kind of teal is thicker. So the LED lights actually don't go through it so easily. Harder to pick up on the camera here, but when I place this down and we've got green light coming out from the recharge, you're going to be able to see the actual shape of the case come through. And I hope they go ahead and use this in other controllers and play around with different kind of designs that could be there for the light to go through. It could actually be awesome. Now, what about actual performance? So I've been playing a bunch of Halo Campaign Evolved this week as it came out. So I played it on both the Xbox and on the PC. So of course, like I said at the start of the video, that is wired connection to Xbox, and I've been playing it wirelessly with the PC, and it's been absolutely great. It matches all the quality levels of the previous GameSir controllers I've used. So I'd give it a high recommendation. And that then brings us into the conclusion for today's video. If you like this kind of style and color scheme of a controller, then it's going to be absolutely excellent for you. It's then also not got the clicky loud button, so if you want something a bit quieter, this is also a really good choice. And then I'm also really happy that it works on Xbox and PC, along of course with Android. I'm also really taken by the reactive LED lights on the buttons. I think it's really cool. I'm really interested to see where that goes. Of course, with the software, you can make that more subtle or just switch it off entirely if you would like to. But anyway, guys, at the end of the day, this is very much a candy floss inspired controller that is very good. And this has been the T7 Pro Sugar Whirl GameSir controller. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time.